Hello everyone, welcome back. I hope you all are fine and safe. So in this video we are going to see the solution of chapter number 4, National Movements of India, section B. Answer the following question as required, 2 marks each. Number 1, who partitioned Bengal, when and why? Point number 1, Lord Curzon, the Viceroy of India, divided the vast province of Bengal into East Bengal and West Bengal in 1905 under the pretext of administrative efficiency. However, this decision was a manifestation of the British policy of divide and rule. Next, number 2, why did Gandhiji call Rowlatt Act as Black Act? Answer, the provision of the Rowlatt Act empowered the government to arrest and detain without trial any individual merely on suspicion. Therefore, Gandhiji called the Rowlatt Act as the Black Act. Make correction in the spelling of black, it's black. Number 3, why did the Indian Muslims start the Khilafat movement? Answer, point number 1, the Sultan of Turkey was the Khalifa, that is the supreme head of the Muslims in the world. Number 2, the Sultan had entered the First World War and was defeated in the war. Number 3, the peace treaty had imposed very humiliating conditions on Turkey which infuriated Muslims in India. Number 4, they wanted the conditions imposed on the Khalifa to be lightened by England. Therefore, the Indian Muslims started the Khilafat movement. Next, number 4, why is Viceroy Minto called the father of Muslim communalism? Answer, point number 1, Lord Minto became the Viceroy of India after Lord Curzon. He started giving favorable treatment to the Muslims. Number 2, he was successful in convincing the Muslim leader to form a separate organization and demand separate communal electorate. Number 3, with his active support, All India Muslim League was established in 1906. Number 4, Morley Minto reforms 1909 granted separated communal electorate for the Muslims. Therefore, Lord Minto is described as the father of Muslim communalism. Next, number 5, what were the main provisions of the Rowlatt Act? Answer, the main provisions of the Rowlatt Act were, number 1, arrest of any suspicious person without assigning any reason for the arrest, and number 2, detention for indefinite period in prison without trial. Now, number 6, why was the non-cooperation movement 1920 to 1922 withdrawn? Answer, point number 1, Gandhiji's non-cooperative movement was passive, non-violent resistance to the British rule in India. Point number 2, on 5th February 1922, a violent incident took place in Chauri Chaura village of Gorakhpur district in Uttar Pradesh. Number 3, the mob had torched police station and 21 policemen were burnt alive. Number 4, Gandhiji was deeply distressed by this incident and realized that people were not as yet ready for non-violent resistance. Therefore, the non-cooperation movement was withdrawn or suspended by Gandhiji. Next, number 7, question number 7, write about the following individuals. Number 1, Aurobindo Ghosh. Answer, Sri Aurobindo Ghosh was the pioneer of the revolutionary activities in Gujarat. He described his plan for the revolution in the book Bhavani Mandir. Next, number 2, Madam Bhikaji Cama. Answer, Madam Cama was coordinating revolutionary activities in Paris, France. She unfurled the Indian flag at Stuttgart, Germany in 1907 before the International Socialist Conference. Next, number 3, Chittaranjan Das. Answer, Chittaranjan Das was a prominent leader of the Indian National Congress. He had founded the Swarajya Party along with Pandit Motilal Nehru in 1923. Next, we have section D. Answer the following question in details, 4 marks each. Number 1, write the features of boycott movement, discuss any two. Answer. The Bengal movement was launched in Bengal in protest against the partition of Bengal by the Viceroy Lord Curzon on 16th October 1905. This movement spread to the other parts of India. Boycott of the foreign goods and use of the indigenous goods were the main component of the movement. Now, features of the boycott movement. Number 1, Bahishkar, that is boycott of the foreign good. People were appealed to boycott the use of foreign goods. This included the cloth manufactured in Manchester, sugar, shoes, tobacco, and cigarettes imported from England. Number 2, Swadeshi, that is encourage to and use of indigenous goods. Having boycotted the foreign goods imported from England, an appeal was made to the people to use the cloth and other goods manufactured in India. Number 3, adoption of Rashtriya Shikshan, that is national education. People were asked to boycott the government schools and colleges and adopt national education. For this purpose, national schools were started in Bengal. Rabindranath Tagore started Shanti Niketan to provide indigenous education. So I have mentioned all the three reasons. You have to explain any two, but you have to state all the three. Okay. Next, number 2, write a short note on Swarajya Party. Answer. Point number 1. After the withdrawal of the non-cooperation movement by Gandhiji in 1922, Barrister Chittaranjan Das and Pandit Motilal Nehru proposed to enter the central and provincial legislatures to continue the struggle against the British rule. Point number 2. With a view to maintain the unity among the people created by the non-cooperation movement, Swarajya Party was formed within the Indian National Congress in 1923. Point number 3. The Swarajya Party contested election to the central and provincial legislature in 1923 and secured majority of seats in a number of provinces. Pandit Motilal Nehru became the leader of the party in central legislature and C.R. Das in Bengal provincial legislature. Point number 4. The legislature of the Swarajya Party opposed the unjust policies of the government and advocated such programs as abolition of untouchability and prohibition. Point number 5. They opposed the provision in the budget and forced the government to pay attention to their demands. Point number 6. Their work forced the British government to appoint Simon Commission in 1927 to recommend the next installment of constitutional reforms. The Swarajya Party was weakened after the death of C.R. Das in 1925. Next, question number 3. Write a short note on Rowlatt Act. Point number 1. With a view to suppress the mounting discontent among the people of India, the British government enacted the Rowlatt Act in 1919. Point number 2. The Act provided unlimited power to the government to arrest any person under the pretext of threat to peace, security, law and order and detain the person indefinitely without trial. Point number 3. Restrictions were imposed on freedom of speech and assembly. Point number 4. Due to its draconian provisions, Gandhiji had condemned the Rowlatt Act as the Black Act. Point number 5. Pandit Motilal Nehru described it as a snatching away of arguments, appeal, and advocacy. Point number 6. Gandhiji appealed to the people of India to observe a day's hartal to protest against the Rowlatt Act. Point number 7. There was overwhelming support to Gandhiji's appeal. Many processions were taken out and public meetings were organized to condemn the act. Now, number 4. Write a short note on Jallianwala Bagh. Jallianwala Bagh, the scare. Point number 1. A public meeting was organized at Jallianwala Bagh in Amritsar on 13th April 1919 to protest against the arrest of Dr. Satyapal and Dr. Saifuddin Kichu, and to condemn the Rowlatt Act. Point number 2, thousands of unarmed people had assembled on the Baisakhi day for the public meeting at Jallianwala Bagh. Point number 3, while the meeting was in progress, military troops entered Jallianwala Bagh. General Dyer, without giving prior warning, ordered the soldiers to open fire on the assembled people. Point number 4. Within less than 10 minutes, about 1500 rounds were fired, killing 379 people and causing injury to 1200 people. Point number 5. This massacre was condemned all over the country. Rabindranath Tagore surrendered the knighthood conferred upon him by the British government. Now, point number 6. It led to unprecedented unity among the people of India and served as the background of the non-cooperation movement in 1920. So here we complete the solution of section D. If you have any doubt, query or suggestion, let me know in the comment section. I will see you in the next video with a new chapter. Till then, bye bye. Take care.